You see it all the time. A relationship ends, or you hit that moment where you think, okay, this version of my life is done. Something has to change. And suddenly you reinvent yourself. You join a gym. You start saying yes to spontaneous trips. You buy new clothes, maybe new shoes. Maybe that jacket that screams. New life, who dis? You upgrade your haircut, your playlist, your Instagram. You show the world your best side, and somewhere in the back of your mind, there is a quiet thought. Maybe they'll see me now. Maybe they'll regret leaving. Maybe I'll finally become who I'm supposed to be. And that is not wrong. It is just incomplete. Because this is only one type of change. Change from the outside in. The outside stuff is the visible part. Dragging yourself through rain and wind to work out. Trying to eat healthy every day. Admitting that, yes, your ex was right. That favorite sweater is not classic. It is just old. It takes effort. It takes discipline. And it does something. Of course it does. But if you are honest, you notice something strange. Your photos look different. Your schedule looks different. But inside, you still recognize the same old you. Different outfit, same energy. If you really want to become the best version of yourself, not just the best edited version, there is another layer. That is change from the inside out. And that has everything to do with energy. Not the, do I have the energy to go to the gym? That is just fuel. I mean the energy you are. The energy you feel in your chest, your stomach, your face. The energy that walks into the room 3 seconds before your body does. I have a friend who has been through a lot. Not small drama. Big things. The kind of stuff that leaves marks. The few friends she still has often describe her as heavy. And they do not mean physically. She weighs maybe 52 kilos on a good day. They mean the feeling around her. She talks a lot about what has happened to her. And honestly, most of it's not fair and not light. She has every reason to be upset. But that is not what makes her heavy. It is her energy. When she walks into a room, you can feel the atmosphere change. Even if she smiles, even if she is polite, something drops. People start talking a little softer. Jokes get more careful. You feel everyone adjusting to her without even knowing why. Nobody sat down and said, okay, everyone, let's be serious now. It just happens. Her energy sets the tone. You probably know someone like that. And if we are honest, some days you and I are that person. Here's the part that matters. That heavy or light energy is not a personality type you are born with. It is not. You are the funny one. You are the serious one. You are the emotional black hole. It is shaped by what you have been through, yes, but also by how you've learned to think about what you've been through. It is an unconscious choice that repeats itself so often. It begins to feel like you never chose anything at all. Inner change starts exactly there. Not with pretending everything is fine, not with forcing yourself to smile and call it good vibes only. It starts with one honest question. How do I want to stand in my own life? What kind of energy do I want to bring into my day? So let me ask you a few things and answer them quietly for yourself. When you wake up, what's the first thing that takes over your mind? Is it your phone, messages, notifications, social media? Instantly zoomed into other people's lives, other people's bodies, other people's highlights? Or do you give yourself even a few minutes to arrive in your own body first? Do you breathe? Stretch. Feel your feet on the floor. Notice how you actually are before you invite the whole world into your head. During the day, where do your thoughts like to live? Do they hang out in the neighborhood of what I lost, who left, what I don't have, what I'm not? Do they replay the same scenes of failure, rejection, regret over and over, like a movie you secretly hate but keep watching anyway? Or do they also visit another part of town? What do I already have? Who actually stayed? What is working? Who could I become if I stopped kicking myself for 1 minute? This is not cheap positive thinking. This is your nervous system learning what home feels like. If all day you tell yourself, I am behind, everyone else is ahead, I am not good enough, or I am nothing without my ex, of course you feel heavy. Your body believes you. Your shoulders believe you. Your face believes you. You start to move like someone carrying a backpack full of invisible rocks. When you change the story, even a little, your system responds differently. What is one thing today I'm quietly proud of? What did I survive that I never even acknowledged? What can I do right now that is kind to me instead of punishing? Same life, different energy. And then there is the question of time. Do you ever actually spend time with yourself, or only time escaping from yourself? People often say, I never have time for me. But if you open their screen statistics, you find hours of scrolling, comparing, numbing. That is not rest, that is just a different kind of noise. Real time for yourself is when you turn the volume of the world down and you allow your system to breathe. For some people that looks like yoga on a mat. For others it is walking alone in the park. For you it might be sitting in silence for 10 minutes, or doing breath work, or stretching on the floor, or just drinking tea on the balcony without a phone in your hand. It can even be sport as long as the intention is not punish my body for not being perfect, but let me come back into my body and out of my overactive head. All of that changes your energy far more than a new jacket ever will. We love to believe we are logical creatures who make rational choices, but if you look closely, we are much more like tuning forks. We pick up the mood of the room, we absorb tension from others. We leak our own tension into the space without saying a word. You can feel it when you walk into a house where people have just argued. Even if they sit there smiling, your body knows. Something happened here. You can feel it when you stand up to speak in front of people. Your hands shake, your voice does something funny, your heart moves into your throat. That is vibration. That is energy. We are not just thinking brains sitting on sticks. We are fields of energy in motion. The aim is not to stop vibrating. You are not a rock. The aim is to find a steadier kind of frequency to live from. Practices like meditation, yoga, walking, conscious breathing, a time in nature, real rest, journaling, prayer, if that is your language, all of them are ways of gently lowering the noise level so you can feel yourself again. And yes, the gym can be part of that. Running can be part of that. Dancing in your kitchen can be part of that. Anything that helps you drop from the spinning thoughts in your head into the simple reality of your body helps your energy settle. But here's the important thing. No outside habit will save you. If the story on the inside keeps telling you that you're not enough, not lovable, not safe, that is why the real change is not gym or no gym, but what energy am I living in? So let me put it very directly. What energy are you bringing into your own life right now? Not just into your partner's life, your kids' lives, your friends' lives, into your life. Are you walking around as your past, as the sum of every breakup, every mistake, every criticism you ever believed? Or are you willing, very slowly, very imperfectly, to walk around as your possibility? Because your energy is not random. It is shaped every day by what you feed your mind with, what you think about all the time, and just as much by what you stop thinking about for a moment. When you choose rest instead of doom scrolling, when you choose yoga instead of another argument in your head, when you choose a walk instead of another hour of self-attack, when you choose silence instead of more noise. Outer change is not useless. Keep the new clothes, keep the gym membership, enjoy them. But if you want real transformation, the kind that does not collapse the moment your ex does not text back, it will be your energy that makes the difference. how you wake up, where your thoughts go, whether you give your system any chance at all to calm down and remember, I am more than what happened. I am more than who left. I am allowed to carry myself lighter than this. And when that inner energy begins to shift, you will notice something beautiful. The outside changes stop being a costume and start feeling like your real life.